Grand Rising, are you ready for the Cancer full moon? Oh, it's coming up later today. And Astro-Weather week, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Cancer, Leo, and un poquito Virgo moon. Prayers for Cali. Let's talk about it. Pew! Hey, what's up, everybody? Woo! We had some football, and tonight in Arizona, I can't afford to go. The Vikings at the Rams. I think the Vikings wind up winning a good game. How about 29-24 over the Rams? How about the Texans? How about the Commanders? Yeah, people didn't think they would win. They got it done. Bills, Ravens, all the favorites basically won besides those. And props to the Eagles for beating the Packers. But the Cancer moon, it's at 20 degrees, so finish up around 26, 27 at 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific. But the Cancer full moon, I talked about it last night in my podcast. Go watch it, episode 285, my Knowledge is Love Astrology podcast. And thank you for everybody that came. We had a stone groove. And I talked about Uranus and Capricorn for the millennials, 88 to 95, right? Powerful generation. So go watch that episode. That would be really helpful. Just some announcements as we're rocking with this Cancer moon. And that means Leos tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, intermittent fasting. The crystalline Christed oil coming down to the root and solar plexus. No drugs, no sex, no alcohol, no cursing. Intermittent fasting, eating with the circadian rhythms of the sun. Fruits, juicing, veggies, no meat. Do it. You once a month, you can reactivate your body on a cellular level. It's proven. It's amazing. Do it. The moon is looking beautiful already. We'll see tonight, 5:27 p.m. Eastern. Really, right as the sun is setting, you're going to see the full moon. On the West Coast, it's 2. The East Coast, mid-mountain like me, 3:27. So the moon will be kind of up and rocking before it gets dark. So I can't wait for that. The pictures should be beautiful. Listen. I don't want to get too much into controversy about it all, but if you don't have a smart meter, your house is still up. You got trees and bushes, they're still up. It makes no sense. What's hard for me is I know people out there, and I have 4 friends / acquaintances from high school who have lost their homes. So prayers out to everybody, sending nothing but love. And to me, it doesn't matter. It does matter how it started, but either way, it's all about the people, the dogs, nature, the animals, not just dogs, sorry. And we've lost, I think, over 26 lives. I'm sure it's going to be way more than that, and I think that's a low count. But, sometimes with fires, you can get out and you see your house burning, but you can get out and make it alive. But very tragic. I talked about it last night, this full moon. The moon is conjunct Mars. The moon and Mars are in a trine to the North Node in Neptune and Pisces. Initiate your spiritual practices. This is a T-square with the sun and moon today or tonight at 24 degrees to Eris and Chiron, the wounded healer. Walk into your I am energy. Be brave and courageous, the leader of your own life and the president of your own life, because we are in spiritual warfare. Capiche? I keep repeating it. I've been telling you, getting you ready for this. I told you what 25 and 26 is about. So universal 9 year. We're still in the year of the dragon. So California has got to deal with a lot till February, first week of February. But, in Northern California, watch out because, you're not necessarily safe either. But then it'll be the year of the snake. This is Chinese astrology. Okay. I'm Western tropical astrologer. I use the principles of Vedic and also the whole sign system and evolutionary astrology. This is the start of my 8th year of practice. 8 years in astrology. I would say 7 real, like in terms of my real practice, but I've been reading charts for 8 years, and it's a blessing, and I stay in gratitude. I thank you for supporting my channel, my business, and my family. And, with this harsh weather, definitely you want, and this is a great time to change your deodorants. Trace mineral deodorants from sabalipure.com, SABALI pure.com. But the lip balms, the hair, face, body oil, all the stuff, it's so worth it. And as I always say on my lives, I said it last night, but it's true. Even if I wasn't married to Alana Taylor, I would still be purchasing her products from her business, because the organic tooth powder, it took away morning breath. You can't make this up. So with this Cancer moon, we got to get ready. The emotions are going to be intense today, and they'll build up tonight with the full moon, because as we go into Tuesday, Martes, the day of Mars, and how crazy is it that it's a full moon on a moon day, Monday, Lunes, the day of the moon, where we shouldn't be working, right? I always tell you, if I was God or president, we'd work Tuesday to Friday, because Monday is the day of introspection, your emotional mind, right? Healing, relaxation. It's the moon day. Tuesday is your busiest day. Tuesday, you go out and attack and go fight a bear and never cut down a tree, but you climb a tree and climb a mountain and run your errands and lift your weights above the shoulders. So we're also dealing with, in that T-square, we're also dealing with, the sun and moon, sun in Capricorn, moon in Cancer, personal, career life, legacy, home, emotional, like emotional mind, mom. This is that balance where we've got to take charge of our careers and our homes. As individuals, we have to initiate, be brave and courageous. So that's what's kind of on the docket with this full moon. But we're going to talk about the whole week, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, Cancer, Leo, and like I said, un poquito, Virgo moon. Let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather. And also Capricorns, the birth chart sale ends on the 20th. 163, 244, Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Do you want some more from this Cap moon? And you can choose a natal chart, solar return, or secondary progression. Secondary progression is the Capricorn. You could be an Aquarius, Pisces, or OG Aries. And solar return, it takes a snapshot of how literally this year of life will play out for you. You guys, it's super important. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not just for my business, and you can work with anybody, astrologer. You should do a solar return chart every year. It literally can help you with your health, your relationships, your life. It's so dope and so important. But let's get to the chart for the Astro-Weather week of January. Wait a minute. I got more to say. Tomorrow, the 14th, 8 p.m. Eastern, episode 286, put them in a mix. Hammer. Veronica Lynn Clark. We're talking about, she's a spiritual life coach that helps you to increase your spiritual awareness as you go through these awakenings. She's an intimacy coach working with women, men, and couples really to increase your self-love, but not to be afraid of your sensuality and your sexuality and what intimacy is. Intimacy is a full day event, right? As I was saying to Veronica as we were talking about the show, like I will give my wife a kiss while she's in the kitchen, or I'll just walk by and say, I love you. You know what I mean? It's an all day thing. And if you're at work and your wife's at work, it's sending her a text at 12:30. It's sending her a text at 2:15. Just thinking about you, babe. Love you. Right? Intimacy is not just with your hands. It's with your words, with your tenderness, your kindness. I pour intimacy into my wife 24/7, 365. And so that's what intimacy is. And guess what? Women, you got to do it to men too. Not everything is just for the woman. And Veronica, we're going to talk about that. So it's really important. And I want you to understand, women, you've got to say loving words to your husband throughout the day, text at work. It's not just men doing it to women. It's a two-way street, right? As love on a two-way street. Do you know if you know, you know, you know, you know. So anyway, let's get to the chart of the Astro-Weather week. I'm hyped up. It's Monday. I'm still doing my fast. I haven't eaten yet. Lost more weight, record weights. I'm losing, but it's about my energy. You can see I'm hyped up. I feel good. And I'm a little bit hungry, but I'll get to the tea and the avocado shortly. It's time for you, the Astro-Weather week. BigEAstro. Pew. All right, Monday, whoa. So you know what it is. Just me and the biz, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon. And the Capricorn sun is 23 degrees. But this evening we'll get to 24 degrees at 5:27 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so it's exactly 24 degrees. Some astrologers may say 23 and 59 minutes. I went through minute by minute. That never comes through with the conjunction, so it's 5:27, 24 degrees. You got to do it yourself in the chart, and then you see. You can't just go by what other people say, okay? So you can bring it up yourself And maybe it varies, from Europe to Australia to America, who knows? But on the West Coast, but I saw it's at 24 degrees. So we're dealing with the Cancer moon, and it's going to be moving and grooving, right? You see Jupiter still doing its thing in Gemini, and Uranus is still retrograde, okay? Jupiter is still retrograde, 12 degrees now. But this Cancer moon, okay? So you got this Cancer moon moving and grooving at 20 degrees. We'll finish up 26, 27 on the West Coast. So basically, you're going to see tomorrow, it should be at around 4 degrees in Leo. Okay, so that's Tuesday. So then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and like I said, part of Thursday, and then we'll go to Virgo. All right. So, this is the full moon day. So really, Monday, we've got to have some introspection. We got to be with this trine of Mars and Neptune North Node. We got to have compassion and help people out in times of need, like in Cali, right? So that's really important. But as a collective, the moon in a mundane chart is the people. So emotions will be intense conjunct Mars. So watch any emotional outburst towards friends and family. I hate to say it, but the Cancer moon conjunct Mars is literally fires to the home and arguments with mom. So just be mindful of that as well, okay? And, we're in the Capricorn Virgo Decan. I talked about that last night on the podcast a lot. And Venus and Saturn are in that energy of squaring Jupiter. Okay, we know the Mercury is moving along in Capricorn, so business, money, our legacy is really on our mind, but it's also giving you the fuel to build new structures in your lives, to say goodbye to the past. That's the energy of this Cancer full moon. Muy, muy important. Okay, so we've got to become these sovereign beings and not rely on saviors, okay, and tap into God consciousness within. All right, God empowers you to connect to God, Scorpio Lilith, trining the Venus and almost the Saturn. Okay, so tap into your intuition about your value, self-worth, relationships, your food, your arts, culture, entertainment as well. It's going to be a good Monday. So I think for the most part, if you're willing to do the work, this is a good full moon, but it's endings. Just like universal 9 years endings, karmic endings. We are going to illuminate, are we really safe? It's going to illuminate who is your family. It's going to illuminate what are the structures in your lives that you're building. It's going to illuminate, do you have a spiritual plan? Are you having spiritual discipline every day in your life? That's all in play. Moon, Cancer, conjunct Mars, opposite the Capricorn Sun, T-square to Aries, Chiron and Eris, and trining Neptune North Node. That's all it, okay? So get ready. You got this. Faith over fear, positive affirmation, self-love, and let's get to Tuesday the 14th, where we got, Veronica Lynn Clark and Knowledge is Love Astrology. Oh, and sign up for Coffee Talk, okay? This Saturday, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, Kendrick Lamar, Cat Williams. Kendrick, the Gemini, Pisces moon. Cat Williams, the Virgo, Aquarius moon. 2 hours, $22. Eric at BigEAstro.com. It is going to be a stone groove. Astro-Weather for Monday, the week. BigE Astrology. Pew. What's up, good people? Tuesday. How you feeling? So the 14th of January, the Capricorn Sun on its way to 25 degrees. And where's this Leo moon? 4 degrees. Okay, so I said 3 or 4. I was right with the 4. And it makes sense when you go from the 27. The Leo moon. So Leo, sun signs, I told you about the intermittent fasting, all that. But with this Leo moon, it came in hot, opposing, and still feeling it. Right, as you wake up, Tuesday opposing Pluto. This is deep for the people, okay? watch out in terms of when Pluto is opposing the moon. It could be a very psychological day, but also it could be a day where there's some opposition with the people and the government, the people in Hollywood and entertainers, right? I've got to vote for my SAG awards, but and I think those ballots are due on the 15th. So, it makes sense that the moon's in Leo when you're doing that type of stuff, because I'm a professional actor in the Screen Actors Guild. So, that's really heavy and important, in terms of just the moon opposite Pluto, not the SAG awards. What's important is peace. We need love and peace in the world. But so with this Leo moon, I want you to vibrate from your heart chakra. Is it trining anything in Aries? It will, and it will be later in this week. So with the Leo moon, though, bring some more creativity and joy in your lives. And, we're coming off this full moon, so now kind of have some play. Be happy, okay? Obviously, opposing the Pluto, it's going to be squaring the Lilith in Scorpio. But that'll be later today, okay, on Tuesday, because that's at 8 degrees. Remember, the true black moon Lilith, the oscillating apogee, it moves all the time. So it's at 10, it's back at 8, tomorrow could be at 12. That's what it does, okay? So when the moon is squaring Lilith, it can really bring some emotional growth about you moving your body, getting out in the sun, and not being fixed or stubborn about not tapping into your intuition, the root or heart chakra, right? Yeah, some of the lower chakras or negative can get into lower energies, but you can alchemize them for positive things. And so when you're doing the Leo moon squared Lilith, this is about moving your body, tapping into kind of the sacred and divine masculine and divine and dark feminine, alchemizing it and really tapping into and the moon is opposite, it will be opposite Ceres. It's going to be more tomorrow. So, but you know what I mean? In terms of like not being stuck in your emotional traumas in your body. Sorry, I couldn't get the words out, right? Oh, I got to take a little sip of tea. Oh no. I just got food here. So I'll eat in a little bit. Oh my God, I'm so excited in terms of losing all this weight. Trust me, I've never really been overweight in my life until I got sick in 2013. But doing this fast, you guys, 7 days we did this time. Organic maple syrup, the cayenne pepper, right? 6 ounces of the lemon juice, 3 of the maple syrup, like a half a teaspoon of the cayenne pepper. It's really hot. And then the water, either, distilled water. Wifey told you last night she put some minerals back in it if you got reverse osmosis, all that stuff. But Tuesday is the day of the planet Mars. Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and it'll be at that 25th degree, which is an Aries degree. So we could feel a little fiery today, but we've got to initiate our plans. What's your get out of jail plan? What's your save the family plan? What's your save your home plan? What's your save your finances plan? What's your, save your legacy plan? But do it all from heart-centered places. That's the key when the moon is in Leo, and just as a human being, and even for you aliens out there listening as well, okay? Because I know aliens watch my channel. You think I'm joking, but I don't know if I am joking, okay? But so, I definitely like this Pisces North Node. I'm feeling it. It's making the veils thinner, conjunct Neptune. So please be aware and tap into that, especially if you have the Pisces North Node. That's my nodal return. And you're going to really, when Venus comes up in here and Saturn, whoa, okay? And you see on March 1st, it will go retrograde from Aries and go back in. So it's going to zoom through Pisces, go into Aries, and then come back, okay? And then when it comes back, there'll be a conjunction in Pisces. All right. So let's get to Miércoles Wednesday, and enjoy your Tuesday. Lift your weights, run your errands, and say sorry to anybody that you were too intense emotionally with yesterday for Monday. All right. And make sure tonight, Tuesday, that I see you 8 p.m. Eastern with Veronica Clark on BigEAstro Knowledge is Love, episode 286, YouTube. Okay. Astro-Weather Week. Pew. Miércoles, wake up Wednesday, the day of Mercury. It's hump day. You got to wake up, right? I told you I made these sayings before I, knew astrology like that in the days of the week. When I just started off as chronic illness coach, relationship coach, and starting off with the astrology practice, right? This is back 2016, 2017, okay? And then I created these names for the days of the week. Wake up Wednesday, and then now I add the day of Mercury, okay? But it's hump day. So this Leo moon should be, 10, maybe 11 degrees. Well, that was at the night, so then it should be at, 16? 17, yeah, there you go. So that makes sense if it finished up at around 11 and then 6, Leo moon. So that means that we'll finish up at 24 on the East Coast, 25 on the West Coast. So on Thursday, right? Thursday, if we finish up at 25, before 12 noon, so maybe around 11 a.m., it will go into the Virgo moon for Thursday. So Wednesday is the moon will be squaring Uranus. So be mindful of that. You could have some anxiety and stress. This could be some sudden events with the weather. Just be careful out there. East Coast, stay warm. West Coast, we got to get wet. We need, God, please can we have some rain? It is really dry on the West Coast. We need some rain. The people that control the weather out there, please give us rain. But the Leo moon, that's in the second decan, 17 degrees. And so it's very Leo Sag vibes. So this is definitely a day of exploring and communicating and expanding your consciousness and knowledge. The Leo moon is also trining Chiron, the wounded healer. Okay, and you see that at 19 degrees. So that's, some nice energy in terms of with joy and play, vibrating from the heart chakra, you can really heal those childhood wounds. Chiron stays in Aries for a longer time. I don't know why, but I'm starting to learn because we have got to become leaders and presidents of our own lives. We've got to become more sovereign. We've got to stop the government, the news, the media, the this and that, my daddy. It doesn't serve us. Okay, we've got to be taking charge of our own lives. I'm not saying it's easy. Please don't misinterpret me. When I say these things, there's caveats, but there's nuance and deeper layers to it. Okay, but you've got to be independent with an independent mindset and find your tribe and your collective, right? So let's see where Lilith is today. Hi, Lilith. Grand rising. Okay, she went from 8 to 6 degrees. So, we'll see the Venus. Yeah, the Venus is closer, and Venus is conjunct Saturn. Okay, 12:15. It's already been there, but Venus is squaring Jupiter. So this could be some issues between husbands and wives. Some different philosophies around communication or spiritual practices or just about your entertainment. Don't do this play. Don't do this movie. Don't communicate like that. Don't write those lyrics. Don't sing this song. Edit your book. Okay? And, just agree to disagree. But there's opportunities for growth in a square, always. Okay? So that's where Gemini, Pisces communicate. Really take time to listen. Don't talk over each other, especially in relationships. It doesn't have to be just husband and wife, but it's also your values with your beliefs and your education. So your knowledge, right, or the new information, Jupiter, Gemini, could be going against your spiritual or emotional values or your relationship or self-worth values. So just, think about that and how you want to work through it. Venus would be the winner in this because it's exalted in Pisces in the square. So the values are going to stand up stronger than the beliefs. The relationships, arts, culture, entertainment, food will stand up stronger than the beliefs and the zooming out and philosophies. Capiche? Talking a little fast today. That's because I got an early one appointment and I got to get to work and I got my meeting with my virtual assistant. So there you go. But Wednesday is definitely a good day. Got a lot of clients this week. But please reach out for the Capricorn birth chart. Say, look, 25 is going to 26. It ends on the 20th. You only got a couple days left. Okay? So today is the 15th on Wednesday. So you got 5 days left, and that's 25 degrees. Okay. So remember, on the 20th, it will go into Aquarius. It's just going to be probably, I think, later that day. So that's why I extended the sale to the 20th. The 21st, we're really jumping in fully to Aquarius, but it does start on the 20th this year. So enjoy this Leo moon. I also think the play can be very good. And continue your fasting, Leos. And let's get to Thursday with Astro-Weather as we enter the Virgo moon. Pew! Try it Thursday, whoa, whoa, 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific. It's try it Thursday, Capricorn season, and we run for a reason. Now, this Virgo moon will trine Capricorn in a few days, probably Saturday morning as it's getting ready to leave, this Capricorn sun. And remember, 26, 27. So the cusp is going to start really on the, I would say on the 18th this year, okay? Because today is the 16th. Yes, Saturday is the 18th. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Usually it's the 19th to the 23rd, but I think this year it's going to be the 18th to the 22nd. It switches each year, but you base it on 28 degrees. 28, 29, 0, 1, 2. And look at that Virgo moon, what I tell you? 0 degrees. So it came in before 12 noon, like 11 something. Okay, so that Virgo moon is the most intuitive moon. It's the nurse, it's the accountant, it's the financial advisor. It analyzes and assesses, just processes it. Data, 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 data. Yeah. So that Virgo moon, you guys, is going to, so Virgos, Thursday, Friday, un poquito Saturday, intermittent fasting. That's me. Hello, Virgo sun sign here. So I'm going to be eating very little. I already don't do the drugs and alcohol. You mean I got to get my loving in before Thursday? Think I could do that. Okay, so, but yeah, Thursday, Friday, un poquito Saturday. So it'll be a Virgo Libra moon weekend. And the Virgo moon will finish up at around 6 degrees East Coast, 7 degrees West Coast. So tomorrow it'll be opposing Venus and Pisces, which is now 13 degrees, getting closer to the exact conjunction of Saturn. So there could be some restrictions with your vehicles, even in your relationships, more healthy boundaries. This is really speaking to finding the healthy boundaries in your relationship, right? I mean, let's be honest. My wife and I were starting our relaunch, but a new version of our podcast, Tailor Made Love. And we're going to be talking about some of the respectful boundaries that we have in our marriage, right? I don't go out to eat or go to a lunch date or dinner date with a woman unless my wife's there. She doesn't do the same either. Yeah, we have business associates and stuff like that, but you're not going to spend intimate time with someone that's not your spouse. You have to set these boundaries because anything can happen. I don't drink, but cocktails, conversation, flirting. You don't put yourself in a situation to fall. Okay? Don't do that. Marriage is sacred and you got to protect it. That's why we're going on 17 years. You get it? And I'm not even saying that I'm tempted. It's not about that. Just don't do it. Now we got the sextile of the moon and Lilith, so that's kind of really nice. Really grounding into your intuition and nature. And remember, as we do all this spiritual work, remember even Debbie Solaris said it on my podcast, we want to try to get to an hour. 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes at night. Do the best you can. If you can't do that, I'd rather you start off 3 minutes a day, guided meditation on TuneIn, on YouTube. They're everywhere. Okay? There's meditation apps, breathwork, mindfulness, stillness, toning, hiking, walking, yoga, earthing. Hugging trees. Like, do something, people. Please, 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 please. Yeah, North Node, Pisces, all this stuff. So, you're going to really feel the veils being so thin. And when this Virgo moon opposes Venus, Saturn, Neptune, and North Node, that's going to be interesting. please remind yourselves that we can have extreme weather events still, especially until the 7-7 portal, because Uranus is in Taurus. And Uranus will be in the sextile to the North Node of Neptune. But what's really going on is North Node conjunct Neptune. That could be extreme flooding, some illusion, some obsessive waters. Okay, so just be mindful of that, especially on the coast. There could be some flooding. I've seen some downloads of like cities being flooded out. Like so just be mindful. I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow. I'm just saying. Okay. We still got the Mars in Cancer. And so when Mars is in that trine, and look at the Mars, it's moving. Mars is moving and grooving. So Mars is still trining the Neptune more so than the North Node, but you'll still feel it within 5-degree orb. And so you are Qigong, Tai Chi, karate, kickboxing, but Mars in the water, swimming in the water, manifesting, initiating things through the bathtub, the shower, a lake, a pool, okay? But exercise too, okay? And so, Mars in Cancer, it's in its planetary fall. It's extreme intense motions. It's about a lot of protection. Protect yourselves near water and protect yourself from flooding, okay? If you are a Sag rising or an Aries rising, you can be having flooding in your homes, all right? So just be mindful of the water stuff. And a Pisces or Cancer rising. But, it's just what it is. So, this is definitely a good Astro-Weather week. We appreciate this Virgo moon, 6 and then 7 degrees. So when I see you on Friday, and you better sign up for Coffee Talk, it's going to be so much fun. I don't want you to miss this one. Their charts are fascinating. Cat Williams, he just came out saying some controversial stuff about Jamie Foxx and his clone. Funny. But, seriously, I just want you to understand who these gentlemen are, because I think you're going to hear a lot from both of them in 2025. Okay? Not like, just like you did. They not like us, just like you did in 2024. But maybe even more and more controversial in 25. I think what Kendrick's going to do with the Super Bowl will be a lasting memory forever. Put him up in the top 5 with Michael, Prince, Janet, all the great, halftime shows. I don't know who your favorites were, but Michael and Prince are probably the 2 best. Trying to remember who else was really, really good. There's a couple other people, but, Anywho, so when I see you on Friday, Viernes, the day of Venus, the moon will be opposing Venus, but it will be 7 and 6. Should be at about 13, no more than 14 degrees. So that's opposing Venus, 12 noon. But you'll feel that all Friday morning. All right, Astro-Weather week, BigEAstro. Thank you for the support and love and prayers to everybody, to Israel, to Palestine, to Gaza, to Lebanon, to the Congo, to America. But really to California, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia. We just got to come together. And that's what I love seeing these videos. People coming together, not knowing gender, sex, race, religion, and just saving and helping one another. Because that's when humanity is in its best, highest form. We look out for one another. But we got to do this all the time. The division, the people in power, the 1%ers, they want to divide us. We should not be divided. We got to stop the prejudice, hatred, and racism. All right? I know it can sound corny and hokey, but I'm dead serious. Spread the love, good people. That is going to help you in this ascension and help you against the low vibrational beings and energies. You capiche? Astro-Weather week, BigEAstro. Pew! You know what it is. Well, this was fun. January 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, Cancer, Leo, Virgo moon. Happy Cancer full moon. Have a great day. Put out your crystals and your water. Wifey and I are going to do that today. And really just vibrate from your heart chakra, please. Pray for those. Help people if you can. I don't know what's going on with the donations. There's controversy around that too. It's spiritual warfare, and we got to rise above it. But we have to stay in hashtag Deepwater Faith and faith over fear. Please remember that, okay? Don't get into arguments and fights. Don't argue with your mama. Full moon, conjunct Mars, and really try to manifest in the water. I'm going to say some powerful manifestation and prayers in the shower this morning, okay? Ooh, did I just tell you I haven't showered yet for the Astro-Weather? That's all right. I'm always clean. I'm a Virgo. Virgos, cleanliness is the number one thing for a Virgo. Okay? Gotta smell good. Gotta look good. Gotta taste good. Gotta be clean. All right? I'm the Astro-Weather, the astrology machine. BigEAstro. Thanks for watching last night. Go watch my full moon video. It's on YouTube now. Sign up for Coffee Talk this Saturday, 12 noon, the 18th. Kendrick Lamar, Cat Williams. $22, 2 hours. If you can't make it live, you still receive the recording. Videos of their placements, their charts, everything. Eric at BigEAstrology.com. Same for the Capricorn birth chart sale. And I'll see you tomorrow night, Tuesday, January 14th, 8 p.m. Eastern. BigEAstrology, Eric Taylor, and Veronica Lynn Clark. Spiritual life coach, helping you with your awakening and your awareness, and intimacy coach. And we need to have some more true love and intimacy in this world. All right? Have a great week. Don't be shy. Reach out. Questions, and check out the website, BigEastrology.com. All right? Have a grand full moon and a wonderful, beautiful day. Be smart, be safe, be careful. Astro-Weather Weekly Report. Peace.